Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into the microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Return of the Obra Dinn, blind. Now, my investigation has turned a little bit more grueling since I've exhausted all of the memories and now I just have to page through the ones I've already have and try to piece things together. But there is this guy here who mentioned a Frenchman, and when he was dying, yeah, where is my Frenchman? And there is only one Frenchman in the whole crew, so I hope that I can manage to get some kind of a relation between them and then maybe type him from it, because it says, the squid's gone, your mate was torn apart. So he says, my Frenchman, and they clarify that his Frenchman is his mate. So what I'm assuming from that is that those two were in such a position that one of them was something, and the other was something's mate, such as was the case with, for example, the carpenter and the carpenter's mate, and the surgeon and the surgeon's mate. And there can't be that many positions left, especially with the Frenchman being there being only one Frenchman on board. So yeah, and sure enough, the Frenchman is the bosun's mate. So I'm assuming this guy would have been the bosun then, and I think it's more of a guess, really, but I'm assuming he was torn apart by the beast because he's missing an arm, and it's pretty difficult to cut off somebody's arm with like a cutlass or something. So I'm going to type in torn apart by the beast and see if that maybe sticks. Okay, no luck for now. But I'm at the very least pretty sure about his identity. Well, that didn't exactly help. But I also have another idea. There was a scene with the painter, and it was one of the earlier scenes in the history of the ship, and everyone besides him, because he was being crushed by the Kraken, but it was in the back of the ship and nobody noticed, so most of them were in their quarters. So maybe I can use that to identify some of the people by seeing, for example, on which hammock they are lying, or in which quarter they currently are at the moment. So I'm going to go back to that memory. It was this one over here. Yeah, so that's the artist Edward Spratt being crushed. Now, oh right, and some of them are in their hammocks, but damn it, I can't seem to highlight them, so that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, that doesn't exactly help me though. This guy has a pretty like prominent sword. So I wonder if maybe I can use the shape of it to identify him in some other memory and then use the numbers 36 to find out which one of the crew he is. Although I doubt I'm going to remember that. Maybe I should start writing it down or something. Omid Gul from Persia. Yeah, right. It looks like a scimitar or something. Well, unfortunately, that memory doesn't exactly help me. Oh, wait. There is this guy. He's one of the mates, right? Third mate. Well, assuming I'm correct in that, I was sort of more or less blindly assigning the mates, judging by their proximity to the captain. So I might be wrong in that, but this one, I'm assuming, because he's carrying 2 plates of food, so I'm assuming one for himself and the other one for the officer. So he would be the steward, serving the officer, you know, helping him get food, get dressed and all that. So assuming I have it correct, this would be the third mate's steward. Okay, I already have those figured out. Okay, let's assign this one. Yeah, right, something clicked, so that's great. I wonder if the bosun will be one of them. Yeah, okay, that's correct. That's the third mate steward. Yeah, and that's Henry Brennan, the one that I got by accident. So I should probably look around for other scenes in which people walk besides an officer, you know, maybe serving them or something. And I should also look for the sword, this one, on some other scene to help me identify the Persian guy. Well, who is this guy? Do I have him pointed out, or...? Yeah, that's the first mate steward. So they also have like similar jackets, kind of, but they are difficult to pinpoint because they are pretty plain. Any other objects that are... sorry about that. Any other objects that are characteristic of the particular crewman, maybe? I can't really highlight them. Well, there is definitely the sword, and the game definitely wants me to notice the sword. It's pretty prominent and bright. You know what? I think what I might be doing now is trying to revisit some of the murders, because even if you figured out someone's identity in the meantime, it doesn't fill him in as a culprit in any of the earlier scenes. So I might be able to name some of them, maybe, now that I have some of the names pinpointed, but not the deaths. So let's go through the book. Crushed by cargo. Now I have no idea who that is, unfortunately. Was knifed, okay. That's correct as well. This unknown soul, yeah, I don't know who this is. Speared by a terrible beast. Who is this? Would it be one of the mates? Yeah, for example, here, I think he was shot when approaching the ship by one of the Formosan people, and I have all of the Formosan people figured out, so yeah, this should be, I think this, or no, one of the other ones. Maybe this one? It should show me the last scene, right? When they are approaching the ship already.
Ahoy! Well, back. Give the captain. Ahoy! The copper's aboard! Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure! I yield! Hold your fire!
Yeah, right, and he got shot by one of the Formosan guards, but I have him figured out, so I should be able to... Yeah, it's Cheo Tan, so I should be able to fill in this. Was shot with a gun by Cheo Tan. Okay, I'll exit the memory and go to the next one. Spiked by a terrible beast. And crushed by falling cargo. This guy is still a mystery to me, even though the game is pretty certain I should know him by this point. But I'm not exactly sure how would I do that. I'm probably missing something obvious, as I did with the previous guy. The guy that died from an illness. Was electrocuted. Spiked. This one is correct. Met an unknown fate. Yeah, unknown attacker. So, and there were only 3 others present. So maybe I'll be able to... Oh, but I don't know any of those. Okay, so that is unlikely to work. Let's go ahead. And crushed by a terrible beast. Christian Wolf was blasted by an unknown attacker. 4 other present. This one, and this one. Okay, so I have... Maybe it was this one. I don't remember. I need to revisit the memory. Perished in the Doom Part 4. So show me on the map. Yeah, Doom Part 4 on the gun deck. Okay, I think that's him. Yeah, so that's the guy getting shot, but the question is, who lit the fuse? Unfortunately, I think it was this guy, because he has like a flaming piece of... I don't know how that equipment is called, you know, professionally, but judging from the fact it's on fire, I would assume it was used to lit the fuse. I doubt the beast could have lit the fuse, so the Kraken is probably out of the question. Yeah, so unfortunately that doesn't help me because I don't know any of those. Yeah, I think I need to leave, unfortunately, and go into the next one. Maybe I'll have more luck there. Unknown soul by an unknown attacker. Five others were present. Paul Moss by an unknown attacker. Okay, I know quite a few of those, but I think, unfortunately, the one he's getting stamped by, I don't know. So it's unlikely to help me. Damn it. Shot with a gun. Shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. I might know this guy because I think this is the Brennan guy with the beanie. I think. John Davies. Okay, this is definitely the Brennan guy. So let's fill him in. Unknown soul by an unknown attacker. Oh, actually, the escape. I'm pretty sure I might be able to assume. I need to check it with the memory, but if the surgeon is alive in Africa and that has been confirmed, then I'm pretty sure I can count the other ones on his boat to be with him as well. Because obviously they wouldn't, I don't think they would have changed course having only one boat. So I presume they are all alive. It's escape. How would I? Escape part 6 or escape conclusion? Disappeared in escape. Show memories on the map. The Doom, escape, part 3. Shouldn't it be like part 6 or something? Okay, this was this guy getting blasted apart. On the main deck, I'm not sure I can solve this one. Okay, this is escape part 3. So was the other one also escape and I just didn't read it properly? No, it's the Doom, so it's a different chapter. So I think I should go into this one.
Last one. Move quick. You'll not take the last part. Down.
Yeah, so that's the surgeon, and he's in a boat with this guy. Do I have him pointed out, or? Nope. But judging from his attire, he has a similar jacket to the other officer's mates, and he's standing beside his officer. So, yeah, for example, here I also already confirmed this one, the third mate steward, and he's standing beside his mate as well. So that might be a good way to assign them as well. So let's go by fourth mate. Fourth mate steward is alive in Africa, in Morocco, with the surgeon. Yeah, okay, so that was correct. That was correct as well. And this was correct with Brennan also. So now I only have to figure out... Unfortunately, I don't know who this is. So I'll have to go back at a later date. But there are only two women, this one and the other one. And I have only two women left in the registry anyway, so I might as well just, I don't know, assign them at random and see if it fits. Alive in Africa. Passenger. Yeah, there's Emily Jackson and Miss Jane Bird. Okay, that's interesting because Miss would assume that she's unmarried, right? She's a maiden. So maybe I should go by age. This one is obviously older, so is more likely to be married, and this one is younger, so if any one of them would be unmarried, then I'm assuming it's this one. So this would be Miss Jane Bird, and this would be the other one, Emily Jackson. Unfortunately, I have no way to confirm that until I get at least one more memory. But maybe I can assign one of the mates, because they seem to be standing beside their officers in the picture. So I should probably take a good look at that. So let's go back to the sketch. Yeah, so this guy is assigned. Second mate, midshipman, Okay, so the midshipmen have those like ties, kind of like ties around their necks, and the mates don't. The mates have like a collar. So I'm assuming this would be the second officer's mate, because it seems he is indeed the only one that's missing. Yeah, let's try it, because here's the third. The first was here, and the fourth is here. So let's try it just as a first assumption. Now, how did he die? Okay, I need to go back to the book. Drowned by an unknown attacker. Yeah, he was drowned by the bald guy. Although, wait. No. It seems I confused them. He was drowned by this guy, and I have him identified, so I should be able to... Was drowned by... Or is there a thrown overboard? Nope. So I have to assume it was drowning by it being Xia. Right? It has to be him, because he's the only one that's bald in this particular picture. But I guess it's wrong. It must be wrong, because while I'm sure it has to be this guy as a perpetrator, I have to be wrong about this guy's identity, because I'm pretty sure the two women are correct, so it should have confirmed by now. So I have no idea who that is. Not this guy. Maybe I can assume some of the jobs based on the illustration. I think he's one of the midshipmen, judging from his attire. He also has this weird tie. So I wonder if this would be the Persian guy with the sword. I should look around some of the... more crowded scenes and see if maybe I can recognize them. Now... okay, disappearances, but I have no idea who those are, so that's unlikely to be helpful. And crushed by falling cargo. Crushed by the beast. Okay, so where did this... Okay, there's a lot of disappearances in this chapter. So maybe a conclusion, the doom. So maybe I should go into this one and at least try to assign the causes. This appeared in the doom and show on the map. Part 6. No, I need part 8 or even later. How do I... Soldiers of the Sea. Part 7. Wait, okay. I was confused for a second because I guess the memories are nested in one another. That's at least what I'm assuming for now. And a lot of people disappeared in that scene, so at the very least maybe I'll be able to fill in the causes of death. This guy was exploded? Yeah, blasted by an explosion. Now I have to be on the lookout for other people that are dying in this particular scene. Okay, so this guy fell overboard, I think. I'm pretty sure. So I'm assuming he drowned later on. And I'm assuming it's because of the beast, because of the ship's shaking. So it's indirectly, but still, it's more on the beast than any of the crewmen. Now, okay, I'll make a guess that he's the one from Persia. I know it's a little bit presumptuous of me to assume because of the turban, but I don't see his sword anywhere. It's not this one. And you have to admit, he does look vaguely Persian, at least to, your first assumption of what a Persian would have looked like. So that would be the woman, correct, right? Yeah, right. So I am only around the half point of the game at the moment. Okay, that's... Now the book seems to claim that a lot of people died in this scene, so... This guy is carrying weapons. So at first I thought he was the gunner, because he's carrying like 4 weapons, so I'm assuming he's bringing them for the crew and not only for himself. So at first I was assuming he's the gunner, but apparently he's not. this is the gunner. So, and he's standing nearby, so would that be the gunner's mate then? I'm kind of conflicted between this guy and this guy because they have... Oh, but this is the bosun, so that solves it. Okay, so this has to be the gunner's mate. And he's the Olus Viator from Poland, apparently. That's at least a working assumption for now. But I need to find more corpses. This guy has been torn apart by an explosion. But what about the rest of them? There was supposed to be more here. Okay, those are accounted for. Yeah, and I'm currently in this scene, I guess, because the topman from Persia did indeed die in this particular scene. So I'm a little bit confused as to where the rest of them are, because I don't see anyone else. What is it? A giant arrow pointing into the sky? It's a little bit weird, if you ask me. I guess it's a part of the anchor. At first, I was really confused by that. Okay, I'm definitely doing something wrong here. I should be able to find more of them in this particular scene. At first I thought maybe the deaths are sort of nested into one another, but I can't seem to activate my pocket watch anywhere here, so I'm definitely confused. Yeah, blasted by an explosion. Disappeared during the events of this chapter, not necessary at the ending of the chapter. So I guess I have to look around through all of the chapter. So this is the ending, right? Oh no, actually the ending is right here with the guy that has been torn apart. This guy. Not even that, actually. This is the almost last part, but not exactly the last part. So that's the gunner's mate. Yeah, and he's throwing weapons to the others. Okay, there is a boat that has been overturned, and some of them have gone overboard. But I can't exactly highlight them. I've already solved this guy because it's the one that exploded. Maybe I need to, but I was in the earlier scene and I didn't see the boat being any closer. I guess I'll have to revisit that. But the last part is actually the one with the captain's wife, right? Getting crushed with the railing. Okay, this guy doesn't seem to be dying. I think he was killed by some... he was shot in one of the later scenes. Right, and that's the bosun getting his arm ripped off by the Kraken's tentacle. So I think the only one dying here is this one. I'm assuming he didn't survive. So I would say he was drowned. Because he's not being torn up. Well, he might be torn apart, but I'm assuming he was being dragged overboard and then drowned. So I would say he drowned because of the beast. And I think, unfortunately, that's all I can gather from this. So I have to go earlier in the chapter to identify the rest of them, because there's still this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and I don't have the causes of death for any of those. So I've been in this chapter, been in this, been in this. I have not been in this for a while now. So it's below deck, right? Yeah, location of the corpse. Part 5, the Doom, on the gun deck. Okay, so this is the corpse. But I'll investigate that in the next episode, because this one has been long enough. So I'm going to end it here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!